You're watching Thrifty Kaniffy. Hello everyone and welcome to Thrifty Kaniffy. Today is going to be an open tag for everyone in the knife community. Anyone who wants to participate, I welcome you to do so. I'm going to call out some channels in particular, just because I know they do traditional pattern knives and talk about traditional pattern knives. So, RJ's Knives, EagleEyes, Paddys Potato Peelers, Knife Detector, Williams Knife Life, Tobias's Knife Chat, Mr. Barlow, BigRedEDC, JerseyKnife Guy, or North Star Knife Reviews. Any of you guys want to respond? I would really look forward to that. So let me go ahead and show you my selection. So what this is 5 knives with great shields. So what I've done is just select any traditional knife that you enjoy that has a great shield. So my first selection is this with the long rifle shield. Now this comes out of Frost Cutlery's Whitetail Cutlery brand, and it's a 4.5 inch Stockman with this cracked black ice handle, but it has this wonderful shield on it that I'm really partial to, and I want to make sure you guys get a nice focused image of that. Now I know that this is a fairly, well, I wouldn't say common, but it's been used in a lot of different brands knives, but it's one that just doesn't ever grow old for me, so I'm happy to have that knife. And if you're not familiar with the appearance of it, let's go ahead and look at that. You got your large clip blade, no half stops on these or anything, just your traditional style close, and you got your spade blade there and your sheep's foot. A little bit of blade rub maybe there, I guess, but it's a wonderful knife, and really good for a Frost. They take a lot of flack, but they did a great job on that knife. Next up, this is one I've reviewed. This is the Sow Belly Trapper from Buck, and it's got this black handle with the inlays and this wonderful Mr. Crappie logo fish, or just a crappie. And you can see the shield on that as just crazy detailed on the fins here. See if I can hold it still for you guys to see that really well. But it's just I love that shield. I wish they would make more knives with it. And this trapper has this special blade with the serration on it, and yeah, some people have joked that about the only thing it's good for is skinning a goldfish, and they're probably not wrong, or a minnow. But yeah, it's cool because it's got his logo on there, well, his signature there, and then on the large spade blade, he's got his little slogan on there that says Kapowie. So yeah, this is a really cool knife. It was a special factory offering from Smoky Mountain Knife Works, actually. So it was made by Smoky Mountain Knife Works for Buck. But yeah, really like that shield. Really like that shield. Up next is one I've shown recently. This is a Fisherman's knife from Imperial. This was one I did in a before and after of, where I just cleaned up the knife. It was in pretty rusty shape, and I just kind of cleaned it up and got all the rust out of it and kind of semi-restored it. More of a refurbish than a restore, I would say. And it's got this large clip blade like you'd expect on a toothpick. Right. And then it's got this scaling knife. Scaling blade on it as well with this bottle opener. But it just has this really cool fish shield on it, so I guess I'm kind of partial to fish. And it's just coincidence, honestly. Right, so there you have that, and I think that's a pretty interesting shield. You get the scales on there, and some detail, some nice etching into it. Of course, you know, with these older knives. This is actually a cutout around this fish, and it is a steel hollow shell underneath with this pearl that lays over the top of it. So this isn't really a shield per se. It's just part of the actual material below it, and then it's just cut out around it and placed over the top. But it's close enough, right? Shield isn't necessarily created the same way as the other ones, but I'll count it. Okay, so next up you've got this Acorn Shield on this Copperhead, and this is another Rough Rider with an amber jig bone, and it's a pretty modern release. You got the R bolster, but it's cool because I don't know, it just got a lot of detail in it, and it's been kind of revered among the Rough Rider crowd as one of their favorite shields, and I'd have to agree. And you've got this hidden RR on the top of that acorn that's just really cleverly designed into it that you almost don't even know it's there. So really really cool shield on that one. And of course, if you're not familiar with the Copperhead, you've got two clip blades on it. You've got the Turkish clip blade, and this one has half stops. Turkish clip blade on that, and then in the back on the same pivot you've got a larger, more substantial clip blade with the larger belly on it. So there you have that, my fourth selection. Alright, and this knife I've never shown on the channel before, so this will be a new introduction, but this may be one of my favorite shields of all the knives I own. This is a let's see, 3 3/4 inch squared bolstered Stockman from Rough Rider, from the Once in a Blue Moon series. So you've got this crescent moon on a deep blue smooth bone handle, and it's just so elegant the way that they designed that knife. I think it just, if you had an R bolster on this one, it just wouldn't work. There's something about the elegance of this knife. I could have included this in the gentleman's knife selection, honestly. I just never really thought about it. But this one, they knocked it out of the park with that shield, and I think those bolsters set it off really well. So on the Stockman, you've got this reverse etching on there that says Once in a Blue Moon, because it's from that series. You can see that on there. There's a shield. This is an older series of knives from Rough Rider. Been long since discontinued. They're not real easy to find, to be honest. And there's your spade blade, and a nice little sheep's foot. So there's my picks, guys. Really happy with those shields. I think they're all great. And I'd really like to see what each of you guys that I've called out would pick out for these, because I might have stole some of your thunder here with the acorn and the rifle and stuff. So I'll be interested to see what you select. There may not be a whole lot of really cool shields to go around. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm sure I'll be surprised. But I'm really interested in seeing how you guys respond. Alright, that's going to do it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Take care and have a great day.